Well, welcome again to our final visit to the labyrinth today, and we're going to do the last full section of the labyrinth. And on this particular area, I don't know whether I can actually raise up just slightly. We're going to head towards those trees. We're going to then swing round, and I don't know whether you can see, we're going to go zigzagging in and out, and then going out from the centre and going to go further into the rest of the labyrinth. So we'll go and start to walk along this way. We can see the centre that we're eventually going to end up where the trees are, but we're skirting and just avoiding them and then coming round. And on this particular area there's some fairly tight turns and twists and turns. And here is where I want to show you some of the yellow flowers here. Now they're called ladies' bedstraw, and what used to happen is that they'd be cut, dried, and then they'd be put in the mattress for her ladyship. Lovely scent to them, and lovely and soft for her to then sleep on. So ladies' bedstraw. What could be better? During the problems that we've had with the pandemic, I've kept the labyrinth open, particularly for people that are undergoing treatment for cancer and things like that, where they have to be so careful about not being in contact with other people. And they've been able to come, even though they've been undergoing treatment, they've been able to come in their cars and then just by themselves be able to walk the labyrinth and spend an afternoon just gently walking around, enjoying obviously the flowers, the views of the garden and so on. The last couple of little twists and turns before we get to the very centre where there's a little pond, and just the last couple of turns. And there's the pond with a pheasant just whizzing away. Funnily enough, I thought that it got a hole in the pond because it was losing water. And in fact, it's down at the moment. And it was full yesterday. And I came up one evening about this time, and lo and behold, there were 3 deer standing here guzzling away quite happily. So that brings us to the centre. And now there's just a short path out which leads into the garden. And of course, if you think about the original garden, what was the original garden? The garden where, of course, Adam and Eve were. Paradise. So we go over a short walk from the garden, and we go from the labyrinth, and we go out towards the garden. So with the sun going down, we enter paradise at the end of our walk. And there we've got St. Francis to greet us. I hope you've enjoyed this trip and this walk around the labyrinth.